Today, we are going live on TikTok as well as on YouTube. This is a fun new thing for us. We just found that we have enough followers so that we can do lives on TikTok. So it's a fun way to reach new people. Today, I'm going to be talking about microdermabrasion. I have a new microdermabrasion device that I'm offering you guys on Art of Skincare, and I'm excited about it because it's a bit different than other microdermabrasion techniques. You see, if I am something not right, okay, I'm checking within here. When I go and get a professional facial, I don't allow them to do microdermabrasion on my skin because I tend to get little broken capillaries around my face, and the microdermabrasion devices that are used by professionals have either crystals that are being forced onto the skin and then sucked back up, or they have a diamond disc plate, but they also include suction. So they're sucking your skin all up in there, and then they are sanding the skin off. And I love microdermabrasion because it's giving you a nice manual exfoliation, which can be very predictable. When we do a chemical exfoliation, like with a peel, that can be unpredictable. And sometimes you can get some flaking when you don't want it. But with microdermabrasion, you won't get that. Manual exfoliation. But what's exciting about this device is that it does not have suction. So many estheticians actually are getting this device. It's called a DermaDisc, and they're getting it in their treatment rooms and using it instead of the old-fashioned microdermabrasion. And so we now have this exclusively for you at Art of Skincare. Now, this device comes with a couple of different diamond tips. Right now, I've got the medium tip on it. It also comes with a fine tip, and it comes with a smooth tip. And I'm going to be doing a facial for you guys today, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use all three of these tips. When you need to wash the tips, it's so simple. You throw them in your dishwasher, wash them. They have a lifetime. They'll last your lifetime. They are amazing. So the way to turn this device on is at the bottom of the unit, and you're just going to turn it until it starts to vibrate, and then you turn it off. This is also where you access the battery. This has one AA battery in it, AA. You unscrew this and put your new battery in when you need it. Now, what I do is I use a rechargeable battery. So I have a charging station that I picked up on Amazon, and it recharges my AA batteries, and that's how I keep it charged. I only use this once a week. Most of you will probably want to do this once a week or every other week, and the battery lasts a long time. So nothing to worry about there. You do not want to unscrew this silver part here. That is the mechanism that works in there, but you do unscrew the tips at the top right there. So I'm going to start with the medium tip. If you've never done microdermabrasion before, or you have more sensitive or delicate skin, little looser skin, start with a fine tip and practice and get used to it. Now, I washed my face about half an hour ago because when I do my first round of microdermabrasion, I like my skin to be dry, completely dry, dehydrated, and ready just to slough off all those dead, dull skin cells. Microdermabrasion is excellent for that, helps to remove dark pigmentation buildup. So I have dark pigmentation built up through the summer, little spots through here. I have some rough texture building up. I'm 59, so I'm getting a little rough texture through here, a little leathery on my forehead. So I want to work on that. And I've got some lines around my lips I want to work on. And then I also have uneven pigmentation on my chest and my neck. So I want to work on that as well. So I started out by doing a good cleanse of my skin, and I cleansed using Botnia's Renewing Face Wash. This cleanser has some lactic acid in it. Lactic acid is a nice exfoliant, but it's also hydrating. So what an acid does is it goes into the cells and it breaks down that glue between the cells that holds them together. So by doing a little bit of a cleanse with an active cleanser that has some acid in it, I am loosening up those cells so that I can go after them with my DermaDisc. I chose to use the Renewing Face Wash with lactic acid today, but if you have more buildup of dark pigmentation, you have oilier skin, you want to have more brightening going on, you could choose something like See the Future. from Farmhouse Fresh. This is a vitamin C and glycolic cleanser. Or if you're more breakout prone and you want to brighten the skin, you could choose from Pure Herb, the caviar lime cleanser. I love foam cleansers, and those are my 3 favorites. Now, I have on YouTube, you can go there, and in the description of this video, I have the whole layout prescription, the protocol of what I am doing today. So if you want to follow along, you can see it down there. You can also, just so you guys know, I want to head off right up before I forget, let you know that we have a special going on with the DermaDisc right now. So if you decide you want to try it, this is a good time. You get a free gift with your purchase. It's about a $60 value. You're going to get a Neogenesis serum and a Neogenesis barrier renewal cream. So those are really nice to go with it. Also, if you've already subscribed to our newsletter, you can resubscribe this week, and you can sign up for our text messaging. And when you do that, you get a 10% discount code that you can use on buying your DermaDisc and any of these facial products that I'm going to be showing you how to use today. So my skin is good and dry. I like to do my first round of microdermabrasion with a dry skin. So I've got my medium disc on. I'm going to turn it on, show you guys how to use it. When you're doing microdermabrasion, you want to hold the skin taut, hold it tight. So if I'm going this direction on my face, I'm holding my fingers here, and then I am working the disc across the skin here. Now, if you have both, you can use both hands, and you can go back and forth on a particular area where you have a lot of dark pigment or some really roughened skin. You can go and do it right up in this area like that. You can go back and forth. This is where I have kind of a leathery buildup from the summer, and I can go back and forth. I can go at a diagonal. I can go sideways here, horizontal, and I can go vertical. If you have trouble holding your skin taut, then just go one direction at a time. So if I hold up here, I can go down in this direction on this area. And I'm just lifting my device up, setting it down, and moving it again. And I can do the same thing on the cheek area. So if your skin is looser and you have trouble keeping it nice and tight, just go one direction at a time. Just give your skin some support and then work down. You can go over the same area multiple times. So your skin just gets nice and rough, lifting off lots of dead skin cells. The skin will get a bit pink. Where I get the pinkest is when we come down here and I start doing my neck area. That will get good and pink, and it usually stays pink for about 24 hours. You can do this anywhere that you want to firm the skin, anywhere that you maybe have some congestion. Maybe you have some blackheads or your pores are looking enlarged. You can come in and get that area. It's going to lift up those dead skin cells around the top of the pore so the pore is smoother, and that blackhead or those trapped oils and skin cells can come out. Let's do this side. Now, I even do my lips with this device. You can pull your lips tight. Now I am using some pressure. So I'm not just going really light on the skin. I am using some pressure. So it is pulling, and that's why I want to hold the skin nice and firm. The nice thing about being able to do this on yourself is that you can feel if you're doing too much pressure. If the skin is just getting too raw or sensitive, then you know, okay, I could go a little bit lighter on that. Now, right over here, I have a little white milia. This is my 3rd time using this device over the last few weeks, and it's almost to the surface and about to come out. So I'm going to go over that little milia so that it can rise to the surface. I'm also treating with mandelic acid so that it can just rise to the surface and move on. Across the lips. jawline. We want to really firm that area. We're kind of getting blown out, huh? A little too much light. Ben's going to work on the light for you guys so you can see my dark spots better. We have a very beautiful rainy day here in Sacramento, and that makes it a special challenge for Ben because the light just changes within minutes, and he's constantly trying to fix it for you guys. He's awesome. So I'd probably spend a solid 5 or 10 minutes just going over the entire face. I'll go a few times over these problem areas. The first time you do this, do it on the back of your hand, and then you'll be able to see how much pressure to use, what it looks like. It'll make all this dusty skin, it'll lift up off the back of your hand, and you can get an idea of how to use it. Now, last time I tested a home microdermabrasion unit, it had suction, and I turned it on the lowest suction you could possibly go on, and I still had like red tracks all over my face, like scabs, and from where it pulled on my skin. And when I tested that one, I knew. I was like, no way, I am not selling that to anyone, any of my clients at Artist Skincare. So when Shelly shared this device that she had invented with me, I got very excited. I even got more excited when I found out that it's made here in Sacramento. So the manufacturer, it's all put together in the USA and in Sacramento. And I got to meet the man who developed it yesterday. And what an amazing person, really great person. So I love supporting locally made things made in the USA. Now, if you have really sensitive skin, more delicate skin, go slower with this device. Don't press as hard and use the smoother disc, the one with the smoother diamond tip. I've done this several times, so I know my skin can handle this disc, and it likes it. Okay, I could keep going for a while more, but you guys get the idea. This is what we do. Now, my next step in my routine is to grab some enzymes. I want to use enzymes. I'm going to put the enzymes right over what we've just done because enzymes digest away those dead skin cells that we roughed up and they're laying all over the surface of the skin. I've chose to use Botnia's Essential Enzymes because they do not burn or sting. Even though I have little abrasions all over my face, this will not burn or sting or cause any kind of irritation. And I love that. So I'm going to apply that. They're also gentle enough that you can use them on your eyes. If you want to get more exfoliation around the eye area, you can do that. You can even use the fine disc. I'll show you actually. We're going to do the next step with this on the skin. Now I'm also going to spritz my skin with 12 Hands Hydrosol because I want my skin to be nice and wet for this next step. So I'm removing now the medium disc and I'm putting on the fine disc because now I want to buff my skin with the fine disc to just really smooth it out. And I'm going to turn it on. There it goes. And right on the wet skin, I'm now using the DermaDisc with the enzymes. So the enzymes, the moisture, the diamond tip are all going to work to remove any dead skin cells. Now is when I can get in. I have some aging skin right here on the hood of my eye, and I can very gently, without much pressure, go in and even treat that area where I have those little deepening lines above the eye. Again, use, pressure to keep the skin firm, taut. If you want to just hold your skin in one spot, just work that area. If I wanted to work from the bottom up, I can do that by holding my hand here and working up this way. Again, I have a lot of darker pigment right here. I'm being gentle with this area because, you know, dark pigmentation is an indication for your body that it overreacts in that area. It's sensitized. There's more damage there. So I want to be gentle with it, but I do want to lift that dark pigmentation off. So I might go over that area a few more times. I broke my hand about 2 months ago, so it doesn't work really great. So you can see me shaking it because it's just getting a little tired. Right on the lips. I'm losing my slip a little bit, so I'm going to take some more of the hydrosol and just dampen the skin. There we go. I've got a little bit of dark pigmentation lines on my neck, so I'm going to work on those. And my chest. Really want to work on evening out that pigmentation on my chest. Now I'm going to use my left hand because my right hand is tired and my left hand is not as talented. So if you're finding you're struggling with using your hand, just hold and just do one direction. Rather than going back and forth, just do one direction with your device. So you can see my skin is nice and pink all over. This will last for probably 24 hours. Even tomorrow morning when I wake up, it's going to mostly be gone. I'm going to hit my 11s right here. Give them a nice little bit. My kitty whiskers. Gently. Sides of my nose. My little milia. Let's get that again. And those lines are on my lips. You can do it for 3 to 5 minutes with your enzyme, as long as you just keep your enzyme moist. I'm going to turn it off now. Keep your enzyme moist so that the disc slides around on there. Now I'm going to use a lush cloth and I'm going to rinse off my enzymes. Get that all removed. I have somebody on TikTok who asked, was that cleanser that I used good for oily skin? The enzyme that I just used is great. That'll work for all skin types. Before I did my treatment, I did cleanse and I used an active cleanser. I used the Botnia's Renewing Face Wash. It's pretty gentle. If you have really oily skin, you're probably going to want to step it up a little bit. And in that case, you might want to get pure herb. This is the caviar lime cleansing foam. This has mandelic acid in it, which is antibacterial, antifungal, and also brightening. Or you could use See the Future from Farmhouse Fresh. This has glycolic and vitamin C in it. All three of these are still very gentle. Even, you know, someone like me with more drier aging skin can use any one of these three. But for an oilier skin type, you'll be happier with either See the Future or the caviar lime. That'll be better choices for you. I'm going to give my skin one more rinse just to make sure I have all the enzymes off my face. Paula wants to know, she says she loves enzymes and could she use Dr. Estey's enzyme powder wash? You could. It's a more drying cleanser. But I think you could use it. I would give that a try. Then she also asked about the Neogenesis enzyme mask. That one is pretty strong. You'd have to experiment with that. Maybe start with, tougher areas of the body first. That enzyme is pretty strong. Especially when you first get it, it's really spicy. When the first few times that you use it, those enzymes are super potent. So I would experiment with it. Always experiment, try it on a little area, use the DermaDisc with it, see how it goes. I thought about both of those products when I made up this video and started testing these, not this video, but this protocol. When I started testing this protocol, I did think about all the enzymes at Art of Skincare. And I thought about the enzyme wash and I thought about Neogenesis. And I just felt that they were both one was a little too, they're just both a little too active to do with the DermaDisc at the same time. That was my choice. But everybody's skin is different and you might have tougher or more resilient skin and you could give it a try. I will be teaching more advanced facials with the DermaDisc as well. I'll even show you how to use it with some acids for those people who just have some bigger skin issues that they want to work on. Now, I've grabbed the Neogenesis serum, putting that on. In our free gift for you guys, we have Neogenesis Booster for this week. And now the mask that I love, this is from Botnia. This is the Soothing Repair Mask. Anytime your skin is stingly or irritated, dehydrated, use this as a nighttime moisturizer or just put it on as a mask and leave it on for as long as you want. You can leave it on all night and it feels great on the skin and it instantly soothes the skin. If your skin's a little red from doing this, it's instantly going to make that skin feel so much better. I generally don't use it as a daytime hydrating gel if I'm going to want to be able to leave it on, because I did find that it pills a little bit when you go to put makeup and stuff like that on. But if you're just doing it for a nighttime or you've done this treatment, you're not going to put any makeup on, this is great to leave on the whole time. Now I'm going to use some 12 Hands Hydrosol from Botnia. Get my skin really nice and moist. I'm going to remove the fine disc and I put on the smooth disc. Now I keep the smooth disc in the refrigerator. That way it's nice and cold and calming at the end of my treatment. So my smooth disc on, turn it on till it vibrates, and then I can go and work this into the skin. If it drags or does not move easily, just re-wet the skin with your hydrosol so that it can slide and glide right over the skin. And I would do this for 3 to 5 minutes. Just working it in. I'm gonna need a little more hydrosol on my face. So I'm gonna add that now. Paul wants to know, what does the battery do? Is it vibrating? Yes. I'm sorry I wasn't clear about that. It's vibrating. It's not turning, but it's vibrating. And that vibration really helps with the dermabrasion. What we're doing is we're getting a vibration instead of suction. So no track marks anywhere, just a diffuse redness, no broken capillaries. Just lifting off those dead skin cells so that we lift off dry, dead skin that makes your skin look more wrinkly. It's going to soften up lines and wrinkles. It's going to help reduce dark spots and pigmentation. It's going to help congestion. clearing out the skin, and it's going to help with superficial scarring, like post-acne scarring. Seen wonderful before and after pictures of people doing this once a week for 6 weeks and really having a great effect on acne scarring. Now, if you have inflamed acne lesions on your skin, no, do not use this. You do not want to use this on acne scarring until the skin is completely 100% healed over. Okay, get it in my nose. Turn it off. And now my final step, you have 2 choices. I love Botnia's eye cream. Botnia's eye cream comes in a large size, the full ounce, and you can use that. We use it with our most sensitive clients as your finishing moisturizer. So if you have Botnia eye cream, just go ahead and use that all over as your moisturizer. The gift that you get with Neogenesis that comes with this is the barrier renewal cream. So I'm going to use some barrier renewal cream on my skin. Now, what I have noticed is that with barrier renewal cream, it might stingle. It didn't today, but last time I did, it did stingle, but for less than 2 minutes. Just for a couple minutes, I can feel just in the areas where I really worked, it's going to feel just a little bit stingly. If your skin is more sensitive, then choose the Botnia eye cream. You won't get a stingle with that at all. Barrier renewal is lovely. It has that perfect lipid balance to really restore the lipid barrier on the skin so you don't have transepidermal water loss. So I really like that. Now I have to go on with my day because it's just halfway through the day here in California. So I'm going to put on some Is Clinical Eclipse. I like to use the beige tint. A little dry bit. Sweep that up. And I'm going to work that into my skin. And with that, I get no sting at all. With a mineral sunscreen, always blend downward. Downward is the way that you're going to get the best penetration in the skin and not have any white ghostiness happening. I love the sunscreen underneath the Illuminaire liquid mineral makeup. This is just really beautiful. So there you go. Now I can go to work. First, I can go have my Taco Tuesday. Michelle, my husband's joining me today for that. And then I can go back to work. And my skin is just radiant and glowing. So now I'm going to dive into you guys' questions. And let's see here. We have Valentina says, if you don't have hydrosol, what else can you use for slip? Use your Lemieux isocell recovery solution. That'll be good. But I love the 12 Hands Hydrosol because that is very calming. It reduces inflammation, very soothing to the skin. And we know that inflammation is one of the leading causes of premature aging. So we're doing this treatment to treat premature aging and sun damage. So using some nice natural anti-inflammatory products while we were braiding the skin is really a plus, really a good thing. So Valentina, you should pick up 12 Hands. I think we only have maybe 12 left. She makes these, Justine makes these special. We won't have 12 Hands all year. We only have it a few months and then she'll have the next one come out. And 12 Hands has been our favorite of all of them so far. So if you don't have it yet, go get it. Melissa says, I just ran out of Botnia Gentle Cleanser. Would the Renewing Face Wash be a good replacement? So I love that Gentle Daily Cleanser. It's, an acid-free cleanser. It's very gentle. I actually like the scent of it the best and the feel and slip. So I still have that at home. I like the Renewing because it has that lactic acid, which is going to help dislodge dead skin cells. But I have to tell you that I often will put on the Renewing foam cleanser and then take some of that daily cleanser and work it in over it. So it's all a matter of personal preference, but you could definitely give Renewing a try if you haven't tried it yet and see how you like it. It's definitely gentle and it's not going to dry your skin out. Paula says, would you avoid using retinols on the night you do the DermaDisc? Yeah, for the next 2 or 3 days, I'm not going to be using my retinol creams or serums. And I didn't use retinol last night either. So, a night or two beforehand, I'm not going to. Now, if you're using prescription tretinoin, that's really strong, you're going to want to stop using that a good week before you do a microdermabrasion treatment. Otherwise, the retinols that I use L-retinol and encapsulated retinol, and they're a little gentler on the skin. And I find that I don't have to wait as many days before doing my microdermabrasion treatment. Excellent question. So glad you asked that. Parvin says, can this device be used with Emapel skincare system? And if you have sensitive skin, how often should this be used? It can be used with the Emapel system. You're just going to want to take a day off. I mean, you could use your Emapel serum the day before. I would not use the night cream the night before. And then the day you do your treatment and the day after, I might skip my Emapel serum and night cream. They're both really active. And usually once you've had a really good exfoliation on your skin, you don't want to use products that are too active or corrective for a couple days, just while that skin heals up. Now, even with a sensitive skin, you can do this once a week. You're just going to be more gentle with your skin. Really listen to your skin. Watch your skin, how it does. Maybe use the fine tip more all over and then just use the medium tip in little problem areas. So you can really adjust this treatment so that it's right for your skin. Jenny says she came in late. I'll watch it later. I do have a question on Neogenesis Booster. It seems so thin compared to recovery. Am I still getting the benefit? Should I be using more? No, they do have different consistencies. They have different ingredients. So you still just use one pump and you're still going to get great results with that. You may find that when you use that booster, maybe you prefer recovery or you prefer skin serum. There's something for everybody, and all of our skins are different. I like to use booster, but I do like to put a gel on top of it. I like to put Michelle Corley's Ultimate Hydration Gel on top of it. So I'm adding a little extra hydration, water hydration for my skin. And here we go. Libby, how much is this device? This device is $3.95, and for a limited time, it's coming with your free products from Neogenesis, which are, I think, like a $58.50 value for free. And right now, even if you're already a newsletter subscriber, if you subscribe to our text messaging, you'll see a pop-up this week on our website. If you sign up for that, you'll get a discount code for 10% off. So you can also use that towards any of these products that I've showed you today. Let's see. Time to choose products for the device. Okay, my birthday is in 2 days. If AOS loves me, I would love to put this for my birthday. Don't worry about wrapping it. Oh, I'm getting real excited. Yes, BJ, you should get these from Art of Skincare for your birthday, and we wrap everything, so it'll be beautifully wrapped for you. Parvin, can you use Tove PLLA spray mist for slip? You could, but there's a lot of perfumes and active ingredients in that, and I think it would sting. It wouldn't be my first choice. Melissa says, but there are people that do microneedling and then use that spray, so try it for yourself. It wouldn't be my personal first choice, but you could try it. Melissa says, would the medium disc be good for my hands? Sometimes I get cracked fingers in winter. Yes, the medium disc would be good on the hands. I would not go over somewhere where your hand is already cracked and bleeding. Instead, what I would do is go get from Art of Skincare, get the dual Dr. Estee Dual Barrier Cream. That cream is the only cream that we found that works for people that get those little cracks and bleeding areas all over their hands in the wintertime. So first thing I would do is go get that dual barrier cream. There's a lotion and a cream for your hands. You're going to need the cream. Heal up those hands and heal all those little cracks and everything. And then you can do this treatment on your hands after all that's healed. Also, the things that come with this, your Neogenesis serum and berry renewal, those kind of things will also help with cracked skin that needs healing. I would put the serum on there and then the Dr. Estee Dual Barrier Cream on top of it. Let's see. Next question. Nikki says, hi, can you create a routine schedule for us clients between retinoids, microdermabrasion, microcurrent, RF, peels, etc.? That would be so helpful. Nikki, we do that all the time at Art of Skincare. What you want to do is go to our website and go to the consultation page and sign up for a custom protocol or a healthy aging coaching, either one. And we will help you figure out where, because everyone has different devices and different products. So we can customize for you an exact routine and a schedule, which night you're going to do which device and which night you're going to do your retinols and all of that kind of thing. And Lauren and I work together on those, and we'd be happy to help you create a protocol that's just for you and your specific devices. Paula says, how about Neogenesis spray for misting? Absolutely. 100% great idea. If you have Neogenesis moisturizing mist, use that. It's perfect. Really perfect even. Paula says, oh, did I skip one? No, that was Paula. And then Melissa says, they aren't bad now, so hoping to prevent. Everything is preventative. Yeah. Want to keep our skin as healthy as we can and have fun doing it. Part of what I really like about this facial protocol that I made up for you guys is it was so fun to do, and it's so nurturing, and the results are immediate. As soon as I walk out from my bathroom after doing this, I say to everyone, how does my skin look? They're like, oh, wow, it looks so amazing. And I love that. It feels good. So I'm going to see here, do we have any questions on TikTok? TikTok's the Wild West. So you get all kinds of strange things sometimes, but I have had some good questions. So I'm just looking through to see if we have anything to answer. No, it looks like we just had a good question about cleansers and we took care of that. So welcome, TikTokers. Thank you to my YouTube ladies for being here today. I see one more question popped up here. It says, I would start off by using the dermabrasion once per week. Would it interfere with regimen in using other devices, i.e. microcurrent or TMP? No. You have no problem using this with your other devices. I have used this, and then I use my wave, which is ultrasound device. I use my wave to penetrate in. I love using the wave over the soothing repair mask from Botnia. So you could use your ultrasound device. You could use your TMP over this. It's an excellent conductive gel. So you can do microcurrent over this. You could do any of that. I mean, microcurrent would go really well with this because you could either do before or after, because microcurrent really increases the ATP in the skin, which means you're really going to boost the healing process. So they're all excellent to use together. All right. I think that's all the questions. It's so much fun being here today. Ben, did I miss any questions? I got them all. I did it.
There's some on TikTok.
No, it looks like TikTok's good. Jenny says, is the MSB ultrasound too? No, the MSB is an ultrasonic device. It is not ultrasound. So that's why we step up. We go step up. You start out with your MSB, and then when you reach a certain age, then you step up to the wave. And the wave is what's going to give you those more advanced settings, stronger, the ultrasound, no heat, better LED, but it costs more. So you have to weigh the pluses and minuses, although the MSB has gone up quite a bit in price. So, if you don't have the MSB yet, check out the wave. You might want to pay just a little bit more and get the wave for yourselves. So that's it today. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a lot of fun, and I look forward to talking with you all again next week. If you have any questions about this episode, just reach out to Art of Skincare and to our live chat. It's manned by real estheticians and skincare experts that can really help you figure out what's the best device, the best cleanser, or the best products for your skin. Have a great day.